Hi friends, and welcome back to Move with Molly. Today I am so excited because we've got our first ever full hour, 60-minute full body Pilates workout. This is my favorite type of workout. Get it all, get it done, feel so good and so strong afterward. Please be sure to comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. I want to tailor my workouts to you, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my workouts posted weekly. Let's start in a side lunge, hinge down, around, and up, flowing side to side. Into that lunge, over, down, around, and up. Beautiful. Pulling the navel to spine, engaging the legs. And let's add a little back bend at the top. Open it up here with the arms. And other side. Through the center. Let's round the spine and open it up. Really exaggerating this movement here. Strong legs, stretch it out. Taking us side to side, warming up our side body, engaging the obliques here. We're about to really start moving. Holding this side for a second or two. Other way. Nice and deep. Open up that shoulder. Beautifully done. Taking the hands down, open up one side. Nice flat back. Pull the belly up. Other way. Doesn't that feel good? Hands down to center. Heel toe the feet in. As you keep your hands down, nice deep stretch through the back body. One vertebrae at a time, rolling up with a soft bend in your knees. Shoulders are last. Roll them back. Whew. Go ahead and cartwheel the arms, wake them up. We're gonna work our whole body here. Yes, that includes our arms. Let's get to it. All right. In the center of your mat, we're gonna start with a squat and a punch to the side. We're connecting every movement with our breath here. We are gonna get our heart rate up. Cardio Pilates here. Whole body workout. Connecting our breath with our movements. Okay, let's go a little faster. Can you be a little more intense? That's it. Send the glutes behind you. Strong arms. Great job. All right, let's take those weights down. We're not going to use them for every exercise. Arms come out and take opposite fingers to toes through the center. Pull the low abs in tight. Exhale as you bring the toes to fingers. Inhale, return, little breaths. Well done. Let's pick the weights back up. This whole workout could be done without weights. You could use something around the house if you don't have weights. We're gonna take a curtsy squat down and up. So the back leg toes go behind and back up through center. Weights come straight down, really engaging the core, squeezing the legs. Beautiful. Exhale down, inhale up. Nicely done. All right, keeping the weights for this one. Take the legs out wide. We're gonna reach one arm up and over and exhale, squeeze that elbow down to the outside of your quad. Big rainbow arch here, really engaging the oblique, the side body. Squeeze it all out. Legs are in a little mini squat here. A lot of work, whether you're using the weight or not. Well done. Straight into the other side. Come up and over. Find your strength and exhale. Squeeze it in. Woo, great job. We're gonna get sweaty with this one. You did it. Taking the legs together, they're about hip width apart. Let's come up on the top of our toes for some calf raises. We'll start here and we'll add on. So for me, it always helps to roll a little bit inward on my toes when I'm doing calf raises to help with my balance. Now let's add the shoulders. Let's shrug the shoulders up to the ears as you lift. Can you go a little higher? Come on, this is our full hour workout. It's as if you're at the gym taking a class. You're gonna get it done. Hold it. This is the last one. Hold it at the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Few more seconds here. Can you keep those heels lifted? Breathe and lower on down. Whew, well done. All right, let's take those weights down. And we're gonna come on down to the center of our mat for a beautiful ab series. Don't worry, we're not gonna be on our backs the entire time. We're just gonna be here for a little bit to really fire up our core. Let's take one leg to tabletop and the other. We're gonna float one foot at a time, down, the other, and then both together. focusing on that imprint, low back push down, low abs nice and tight. So flow through using your own breath here. You can go slower or faster than me. Make this workout work for you. I'm here to give you ideas. So we're going to take both legs down and up together here, keeping the toes together. Exhale down, inhale, return. Keep your neck relaxed. Hug that in. Next up, let's shoot our legs straight up to the ceiling for this one. And let's scissor the legs one at a time. Come down to hover and the other while our head and neck are lifted into crunch. Really engaging upper and lower abdominals. Now let's fire it up a little faster. Down and down and down and down. Let's add on. Cross with the elbow to opposite knee. Little breaths. Exhale. Exhale. We're not here long. You can do it. Stay with me. Hug it in. See, I told you. Let's take clamshell. Toes and heels together, knees out wide, fingers behind your head, elbows meet knees as we close and open the clamshell at the top. Up. Close, open, and down. Up. Close, open, and down. That's it. A nice flow. Squeeze inner thighs. Abs are totally tight and pulled in here. Exhale up and inhale, return. Well done. Go ahead and fan that out. Let's take both legs up to the ceiling for this next one. We're going to lower the legs slowly and bring them back up into a controlled reverse crunch. I like to take my arms overhead, down slow, controlled, up and lift and land smooth. A lot of work for the lower abdominals. You're doing so well. Hug that in. Great job. Let's take our legs out long. We're gonna take opposite elbow to knee and then fingers to toes, one side at a time. So let's focus on this side, crunching it in and reaching up. Again, little breaths. Exhale, little inhale, exhale, little inhale. Other side. Setting it up and flowing. So for this whole workout, take a break whenever you need it. We will get 2 water breaks, but if you ever need to take out a rep and just take a breath, do that and come back in whenever you're ready. Go ahead and come on up. Let's grab our weights. We're gonna take just one for this one and slowly roll on back. Let's take the legs straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna lift up in an abdominal curl and lower the legs down and up. Lift up through that crunch as your weight comes to toes and legs come down and up. So the weight here, just adding a little extra work for the upper abdominals. How high can you reach? Keep your low back pushed down. Listening to your body with every move. And let's pulse it up. Reach and reach. Only a few more, you can do it. Great job. Legs can come down. Fan them out if that feels good. And the weight comes down to this side. We're gonna come onto our side for this next one. Woo, we're not on our backs anymore, yay. Come into side plank. Of course, if side plank isn't good for you, you're down on a knee or lying on your side. Okay, we've got our weight. We're gonna take it overhead if we're using it, and we're gonna crunch it down as we lower our hip down to the mat, over and down. Inhale, length. Exhale, squeeze it all down. Really lift those hips up at the top. Well done. Take a breath here. And lower on down with control. Staying on the side for one more, we're gonna take opposite fingers to toes. Nice straight leg crunch here. We get to be relaxed down on our side for this one, so that feels a little bit of relief. Still a lot of work for that top oblique. Arm is strong. Leg is engaged. Beautiful job. Now we're swinging around to the other side, starting with the plank. Have your weight nearby, pop yourself up. Once you've found that beautiful form, reach overhead. Exhale, squeeze it down as your hips lower. Inhale, you're rising up and reaching. Find your own pace and your own rhythm with your breath. Don't worry about me. Hold plank. Lower on down. All right, focusing on that top leg. Arm comes up and exhaling as we squeeze. Toes to fingers, fingers to toes. Just a soft bend of the knee, but a mostly straight leg. Fabulous job. Let's go ahead and take a well-deserved break. Grab some water, towel off. I hope you're sweaty. I'm sweaty. All right, are we ready to get started? Take the weights, let's come into standing and really find some more energy here. Let's build up that cardio. So high knees, arms come overhead and we bring them down as our knee shoots up to our navel. Little breaths. Yes, you're bringing the energy this whole hour. Great job. Weights are gonna come down. And we're gonna come into a nice squat. So heels are a little wider than your hips. Just sink back into that invisible chair. Push through the heels and pop yourself back up. Hold it down low. Let's lift the heels and pulse it out for 3. Lift the heels and pulse it out for 3. This time we're gonna hold those heels, and now we're gonna pulse with the heels lifted. This is it, grand finale. Whew, breathe it out. Well done. Come on up, shake that out. Taking our weights again. All right, setting up our lunge. We're gonna come down as our arms come lateral, hinge forward over the knee, and kick the arms back. So lateral arms, hinge forward and kick back. That's it, just flow with it. Really firing up arms and legs. Step that leg up, great job. We're gonna get the other side, same thing, just 8 on this side. So as we come down, arms are lateral, hinge forward, kick back, really squeezing the triceps. As you hinge forward, focus on pulling your navel back to your spine. You're so close now. I know you're starting to feel it. I am. Great job. Let's take the weights down. and come on down to our mats. We're gonna come down to our forearms and we're gonna be on our knees. Once you're there, you're gonna extend one leg back and then lift it. Find that length. From there, as you're lifted, let's pulse it out for 20. Keep your hips square and your core tight, neck relaxed. Just put all that energy and effort into your glute. Wonderful. Other side, straight into it. Lift. Here we go. Up for 20 pulses. Squeeze. Coming into plank position from here. So high plank, push back through the heels. We're gonna float one knee and we're gonna push up. So up through the hips and knee comes to core. Really exhale. How exaggerated can you make this movement? This is gonna fire up everything, trust me. Lift up. Exhale as you squeeze and rise. Wonderful job. Go ahead and come on down into a child's pose before we get the other side. So setting up our plank to start, float the knee and lift up and hover back down. You've got it. Crunch that knee in tight. Almost there. Stick with it. Wonderful. And let's go ahead and come onto his side. And lower yourself down onto our forearm with the weight for your top hand. Float the legs, glue them together so toes are together, one unit. We're balanced on a glute and we're crunching our knees in as our elbow shoots down. So arm comes up, elbow shoots down, knees, bent knee into abs. Go ahead and take the weight down. Let's take our hand behind our head and lift those legs, little pulses. This is really gonna fire up the top oblique. Great job. We're gonna cross our top leg over and we're gonna focus on the bottom leg as we lift and lower, really squeezing the inner thigh here. Point the toes, engage. Pulse it at the top. Just little pulses, you're almost done. Great job. Let's swing the legs around and hit the other side, that same series here. So starting with the arm up, legs floating, crunch the knees in as the elbow shoots down. Use your breath to really engage your core. Come on. Take that weight down, hands behind your head, and pulse it out. Cross the top leg over. Time for that inner thigh work, up and down. Time for the pulses. Keep it at the top. Little lifts. Great job. Stretch that out. And let's do a little arm work, shall we? So we're gonna come up into a tricep dip. So lift your hips up as if you're in a bridge position. And we're gonna lower and come back up. But our hips just go along for the ride. We're focusing on the back of the arms here. Bending at the elbow and squeezing back up. And then we're gonna add on. There we go. Down we go, and we're gonna touch opposite hand to the inside of the foot. So dip and lift. Isn't this fun? You've got it. Find a way to make this work for you. Be as graceful as you can. Great job. Taking one weight, we're gonna slowly lower ourselves on down to our mats. We're gonna come into bridge. So take your heels in. Your weight is gonna be on your hips. Go ahead and hold on to it as you peel your body up to the top of your bridge. And we're gonna flow here. So down slowly with control, up, really squeeze at the top. Hold it at the top and let's pulse it out. Keep it lifted. Push through your heels, squeeze your glutes. Roll on out. Great job. We're gonna play around and bridge just a little bit more, so take that weight overhead, peel your hips up. We're gonna take the weight over your head and back up to center, keeping your hips still for these first couple. Now let's add on. So weight goes overhead, we lower the hips, and weight comes up over chest as we lift. Inhale over. Exhale, rise. Hold it here and pulse it out one last time just for good measure. Beautiful. Roll on out. Weight comes down. Nice job. Go ahead and come onto a side. And we're going to have a weight nearby. And we're going to come into high plank. Of course, you could be on your knee if this isn't good for you. Once you're nice and settled in your plank, grab your weight with your top hand. We're going to pull and extend out in front. So pull back and then reach out in front. A really powerful move. Keep your hip lifted. Keep your core tight. A lot going on here. Wonderful job. Lower on down. We're going to get straight into the other side. So setting that weight up. But first we're going to start and check in with our form. Make sure we're feeling nice and strong in our side plank. And then we're going to grab our weight, if we're using one, and add on with that pull and extend. You did it. Lower on down, slow and controlled. Great job. Give yourself a moment here. And it's time for a water break. So let's go ahead and start in standing. We are almost there. Let's finish strong. So grab one weight for both hands, reach it over top, and we're gonna shoot knee to elbow. Little exhales here. How high can you bring that knee up? How deep can you get this crunch? Wonderful, and we're gonna get straight into the other side, coming up and over, other way, crunching it down. I am so proud of you for sticking with me. We're gonna feel so good when this is done. Let's go ahead and grab our other weight. So we've got one weight in each hand, and we're gonna do a deadlift. So come down and up. A little soft bend in the knees, really working the back side here. Reach down, low as you can go. Nice posture at the top, pulling the core in tight. Moving on, we're gonna come into a little squat, and we're going to take one foot back into a kickback and a curl. Kick back and curl, kick back and curl as each leg steps back. Now, as you get comfortable, can you get a little lower in your squat? Can you shoot your leg back a little bit more? Beautiful. We're gonna come into a nice squat here, holding our weights. Heels are about hip width apart. Down and up to start, and we're gonna add on. Hold it here, take the arms out as one leg goes out, other side and back up. Down, out, center, and up. How low can you go? Whew, I know you're breathing hard. I am too. We're doing this together. Great job. Shake that out. Let's work the arms. So keep the elbows into your side, and we're gonna bicep curl. Nice and strong. Squeeze the biceps. Now let's take one elbow out, other elbow out, and curl from here. A little bit harder with those longer levers. Keep the core pulled in tight, protect your back. Now let's pull it in and out, really engaging the back here. Exhaling as you squeeze those weights in. Great job. Let's take those weights down. Doesn't that feel good? Come on down to your mat. And let's come on to our backs. Let's float one leg to tabletop and the other to join, and extend 45 degrees each leg. We don't have a long ab series here. We're just gonna start with this and get nice and intentional again with our core. Of course, keeping an imprint and your low back pulled in tight. Now, let's take the fingertips behind the head, and we're gonna add a crunch. Opposite elbow to knee and lower, and switch. Hug that in. Well-deserved stretch here. Okay, let's take both legs out long, fingertips up to the ceiling. Slowly peel your body off the mat into a half roll up, nice flat back at the top, and then round through the spine with intention as you come back down. So good for us to slow down and really focus on those little muscles. Let's go ahead and hold it here. So this time we're not coming down, we're holding it at that point where we can barely hold on. Breathe. We're gonna lift both legs and flutter. Little kicks. Wonderful job. Legs come down. We're still holding, and let's pulse. Up we go and down. Little pulses. You have it in you. I know you do. Give it all you've got. And slowly, with as much control as you can, roll on out. Woo! All right. Let's grab a weight. You only need one. And we're gonna hug ourselves into a nice tight ball, extend 45 degrees, arms and legs, and then squeeze it all in, the double leg stretch here. Exhale in, inhale length. You are looking so strong. Keep with it. We're so close to the end of class. Legs come down, take a breath. Weight comes down to the side. Go ahead and roll on to a side. So we're gonna take a weight for our top hand and we're gonna pop ourselves up back into side plank. You're probably thinking, Molly, what are you thinking? Well, let's take toes to hands here. We only have 10. You can do it. You could always be on your knee or on your side for this. Exhale, reach. Inhale, extend. That's it. Lower on down. Other side. See, simple as that. You can do it. Find your form first. Lift that arm up, lift the leg, and reach. Last one. It's already over. Great job. Go ahead and fan those legs. Take a little stretch, whatever you need here. And we're gonna take both weights. We're gonna have heels down, a bend in the knees, sitting nice and tall. Great posture. Roll through the spine down. Roll back up with control. So we're not doing anything with the weights just yet. Just really roll through the spine with intention. Beautiful. This should be work, but it should feel really good. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little lateral arm lift, bent elbows out to the side as we're down, and roll back up. Now let's add the forward punch. So as we roll back, we roll forward with the arms and roll back up. Roll back, push forward with the arms and back up. Hold it here, take some side to sides, otherwise known as the Russian twist. Can you get your weights behind your hips? Maybe we're taking it a little bit less of a range of motion here. Great job. Weights come down, roll that back up to the top and stretch it out. Taking your weights out to the side, we don't need them for this one. We're gonna come on to forearms and push back into plank. So push back through the heels, find your form here before we add on if you want to move on. We're gonna float one foot and sweep it out to the side and back in. So it's floating, we're really squeezing inner, outer thigh and glute here. You're almost there. We're not here long. This is so hard. Other side. Straight into it, out and in. You did it. Hold plank. We're going to roll forward and back. Forward and back. So on the toes, roll forward. Not too many more. Give it all you've got. Come on down. Whew. We're going to take a moment here, stretch that out, catch your breath, and then we're going to work the upper back a little bit. All right, so arms come down by your side. We're gonna lift the upper body up and back down. Just little squeezes here at your own pace. Maybe as you get going, you can go a little higher. Wonderful job. Push back into a well-deserved child pose. We are so close to the end of class. Let's come on to one side, toes and heels together, knees out wide. Reach up on that knee and come on down. So lift up through the hip and then back down, landing on the hip. Now let's close and open our clamshell as we lift and lower. Hold it here, close and open, really squeeze, just 10. Great job. Other side. Lifting up on the knee, coming down on the hip. And then we'll add the close and open of the clamshell. Hold it here and close and open. Fabulous. We've got time just for one more exercise before we stretch it all out. You are so close now. So we're in tabletop, extending one leg. We're gonna take it lateral and circle. 20 circles each way. We're gonna end this class burning out our glute, outer thigh, inner thigh, and reverse. Already done with that side. One last side to go. You've got it. Take it out. Little circles. Finish strong. Reverse. This is it. Fantastic job. We are going to take a nice, well-deserved child's pose. Let your forehead reach the mat. Really sink those hips back down to your heels. And let's walk our hands to one side of our mat, swinging our hips the opposite direction. And let's hit the other side. Deep breath, slow your breathing. Back through the center. Let's come forward and stretch the front body. And let's come into some full body circles, really exaggerate it. Other way. Coming back, getting a nice stretch through the quads. Open up this way. taking the legs in front, reach up and float forward. Reach as far as you can and hold. Release. Taking a beautiful butterfly, pull the heels in as close as you can and hinge over. Taking a nice seated position. Interlace the fingers behind, open up through the front body. Interlacing the fingers above, take a side to side. Thank you for working out with me. I can't wait to see you in the next one.